Hello, hello, and welcome to our little corner of the Little Talks channel. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Evelyn. And Charlie, what a week, huh? The feeling I have is that for many people, the airplane mode is always off. We live this hyper-connected life.
Exactly, Evie. And we know that behind all this connection, there are many people who work on this connection. Today, we will dive into the daily life of a professional whose routine is governed by online, a social media.
And the theme is perfect for today. In addition to unveiling what really happens on a daily basis, from the time the person wakes up to the last post before bed, we will bring a pinch of learning a new language, English, using precisely the routine as a springboard.
Our special guest today, Mary, sent us a super detailed audio about the step-by-step of her life. And it's amazing how her routine can help us learn the first sentences in English.
Prepare the coffee, the water, whatever, and come with us because the journey starts now.
Evie, before we play Mary's audio, tell me something. What's the first thing you do when you wake up, which you consider a self-care ritual, even if it only lasts 5 minutes?
Wow, Charlie, great question. Mine is the famous stretching in bed. It's super simple. I call it unpacking the body. What about you?
I loved it, unpacking the body. Mine is to go to the window, look at the sky, no matter the weather, and drink a big glass of water. It's my way of saying, "Good morning, world. I'm here." Watching Mary talk about her routine, you will notice that time is a very expensive currency. For a social media, the day starts before the sun rises to get the right timing of the first post.
Yes, it is a profession that requires constant presence, and that messes with our heads, with our mental health. I keep thinking, can they have these little rituals like your stretching or my glass of water?
That's what we're going to find out. And the idea is precisely this: to identify the key points of Mary's routine and see how we can use simple sentences in English to describe these moments.
Perfect. So, without further ado, let's listen to Mary. She narrated it to us in an audio. Get ready for a complete immersion.
Hello, Charlie and Evelyn, and to all the listeners of the Little Talks channel. I'm Mary, social media for 5 years, and it's a pleasure to share my clicked life with you. The beginning of the routine. Dawn. My alarm clock rings at 6 a.m. Yes, before many people. The first thing is not the cell phone, believe me. It's the bathroom. My morning routine, brushing my teeth, washing my face, and I have my moment of silence and stretching before the chaos. At 6:30 a.m., coffee ready. I drink my coffee and open the notebook. There is no airplane mode here. Focus on work. 6:45 a.m. Time for the morning checkup. Check if the scheduled posts of the night have been lived. Respond to the first urgent comments from Europe. 7:30 a.m. I force myself to have real breakfast. 8 a.m. I start creating content for the day. This includes virtual meetings with clients, recording stories, editing reels. It is a marathon of creativity and strategy. 9:30 a.m. I leave the house. That's when I go to the company where I provide media and publicity advice. This part is crucial as it requires face-to-face meetings and a lot of direct communication. I take advantage of the time in the app car. on my commute to make a quick call to my mother and father. It's a routine habit, without fail, to check in on them. It's my moment of family affection in the middle of the day. Lunch, if I'm lucky, is at noon. Often it's in front of the PC. 1400 p.m. Engagement peaks. It's time to interact, respond to DMs and comments in real time. It's like being in a 24/7 customer service, but being the only person. I take a short break, 15 minutes, to stretch my legs, drink some water, and look at the street, even if it's through the window. If not, I melt in the chair. Late afternoon and evening. I stay at the company until about 5 p.m., immersed in strategies and briefings with the team. At that moment, the displacement and the connection force me to breathe a little. At 5:30 p.m., my second journey begins. I dedicate myself to my serious hobby, studying music and singing lessons. It's my moment of release, where I use another part of the brain. It takes about 2 hours. 7:30 p.m., I get home, and before making dinner, even though I'm starving, I try to put some things in order in the house. Tidy up the kitchen, fold some laundry. It's fast, but it gives me a sense of control in the midst of chaos. Afterwards, I'll have dinner or have that nutritious snack. 2100 p.m., the online world can wait. I take some time to read. I love good books with a nice cup of tea. This moment, I look for books that make me reflect and disconnect. But right before going to bed, around 10 p.m., I open social networks again, but now only to search for what's trending, which is new. It's my nightly trend radar, or what rocked during the madness of the day. 10:30 p.m., time for the deep self-care ritual. I take my shower, which I usually do already thinking about going to sleep. I take care of my facial skin and hair, which are not few, half, already thinking about how I'm going to wake up the next day. I also have a moment of affection and gratitude. That is around 11 p.m. This is how I end my day with devotional and prayer. It's my way of aligning the spirit. And, very sleepy, I fall into bed and sleep. It is an intense routine, but the secret is to respect the moments of pause and dedication to yourself, all in your own time. A hug.
Wow, Charlie. Now we have the full picture. Mary is an organized warrior. The transition between external and internal work, music, home, is very well defined.
It's a day that feels like 48 hours, but the most beautiful thing is her dedication to her priorities: work, art, home, and spirituality. Let's use these new dots for more English phrases, Evie.
Absolutely. Mary's routine has become our daily English flashcard.
Let's start with changing the workplace. She said, I go to the company.
In English, we can say, I go to the company office. I'm going to the company office, or simply, I leave home to work. I leave home to work.
Great. Now is the moment of self-development, which is passion, music, and voice. She said, I study music and I take a voice lesson. I study music and I take a voice lesson. Perfect for those who have an artistic hobby.
And the organization of the house, which she does before dinner, a practical moment. She said, I put some things in order in the house. I put some things in order in the house. Or, focusing on the kitchen, I clean the kitchen before dinner. I clean the kitchen before dinner.
I loved the reading and research part on the networks. It is a contrast between the shutdown, book, and the controlled switch on, trend radar. For the reading, I take time to read good books. I take time to read good books. And for the search, I search for new trends online. I search for new trends online.
And finally, the self-care ritual, which is super complete, bath and skin. I take a shower and I do my facial care. I shower and I do my facial care. And the devotional part. I do my devotional and my prayer. I do my devotional and my prayer.
The important thing here, listener, is to realize that learning a language isn't something separate from your life. It's your life. Each of Mary's actions has a simple phrase in English waiting to be memorized.
Use your day as your own English textbook. Connect the sentence to the action. This is the most emotional and effective way to learn.
Evie, Mary gave us a lesson in organization and especially how to integrate purpose into each part of the day. She doesn't just work in the digital world. She lives with intentionality.
Exactly. And her secret, which is our final reflection, is that discipline is not a punishment, but a form of self-care. She organizes herself to have time for music, reading, a relaxing bath, and spirituality.
And for those who are just starting out in English, here are 3 more phrases that sum up Mary's journey, easy to memorize and use. 1, I need to focus now. I need to focus now. 2, I am ready to relax. I'm ready to relax. 3, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day.
Remember, life in airplane mode is not about being disconnected from the world. It's about being connected to yourself.
Value every break, every ritual, and every moment of study. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Evelyn. Until the next break.